Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the Radeon RX 6800 in lag zone slow fare, or gray zone warfare. This one is the XFX SWFT 319 version of the card. We are running it with the latest AMD drivers as usual, and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups. GPU 0 resizable bar or AMD SAM is enabled, and we got 16GB of GDDR6, nice. Over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 9 7950X 3D CPU with half of its cores disabled, which makes it basically a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, and 32GB of DDR5 6000MHz RAM CL30 in dual channel. Let's get into it, shall we? And here we have it. Let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1080p resolution, and I'm also going to test this one at 1440p and 4K using the high settings, 100% 3D resolution, so it's native 1080p at the moment with TSR and anti-aliasing off. Okay, hopefully this won't lag too much because with the 3060 Ti video, it was a broken mess with the stuttering because we heavily ran out of VRAM with that card, as well as with the server-related lag, which drove me crazy in that particular game video actually. Anyway, let's start counting our FPS here. You can see that on high settings in 1080p resolution, the 6800 is able to keep it above 60 on average, but it will drop down sometimes into the 50s. Yep, guys, this is a GPU that I tested at 1440p resolution about a month ago, maybe a little bit less than that, but yeah, it did a phenomenal job at 1440p resolution in pretty much every game that I tested, high settings with 60 or 60 plus FPS all of the time. So this is a really good GPU for 1440p gaming, yet in this particular title, since it is so broken and it's UE5 as well and it's unoptimized, we're getting below 60 FPS average at the moment. That's insane! Come on! Oh my god, dude. Alright, anyways, I actually want to keep some of these magazines inside of my safe box, because, you know, they're hard to come by. And let's see if I can grab something off of the bot that's usually here. Come on. Well, the good news is the game plays well at 50 plus FPS or like 45 plus FPS all of the time. And especially with the 16GB of VRAM on this card, we don't really have any stuttering issues, or actually many stuttering issues, because those will happen from time to time, loading new shaders in and so on. But I've already played for a little bit, so the shader compilation should be in place already. Anyway, this is still not what you'd expect, in my opinion, coming from an RX 6800, but hey, it's probably expected at this seriously? It kicked me out. Yay, great, thank you, game. I don't know why it has so many connection issues, this game right now, because in the first day I tested it and it was alright. Well, at least I didn't lose my gun, but the game also reverted back my things over here. I put these on the safe box and, well, they're not there anymore. Anyway, you know what to expect. It's like 50 plus 100% of the time here at 1080p native high settings. Medium settings gives you like 10, 15 more frames per second, then low settings gives you another 10 more FPS. It's not really that big of a jump in frame rate, but if you want medium settings at native 1080p, expect 60 plus easily with a card like this. Now, what I'm going to do is not play on medium settings, because I want to keep it on high if I have a 6800, you know, because it works fine. And I'm going to enable FSR on native, but with frame generation enabled. And this actually comes on by default, I think, whenever you start the game for the first time. That's why a lot of people are saying that the game runs just fine for them with 100 FPS, for example. And as you can see, with the 6800, you don't need to utilize quality FSR and drop things down to 720p internally and upscale them to 1080p. That's what FSR Quality does at 1080p resolution. You can just keep your native resolution, add a little bit of frame generation, and you're going to be into the 100s very, very often, as you can see, around 100 FPS on average. This is going to end up being a way smoother experience, especially on a high refresh rate monitor. Right now, I can definitely feel those extra frames. 100 FPS with FSR FG is not bad. You know, you can still feel the input lag addition, you know, coming from 60 FPS without any input lag. But I think it's worth enabling right now in this case because, oh boy, wait. Come on. All right. Got him with one shot. Good stuff. Okay, thank you, server, for registering that. I was scared that it wouldn't. All right, now we got a backpack. Ooh, drink and everything. Good stuff, good stuff. Also, now I know how to check for ammo. Look at that. 15 bullets inside of the Glock. And we got the AK right here. Let's check it out as well. 29 bullets. Good stuff. As I was saying, guys, I would definitely play like this if you're playing on a 1080p monitor with an RX 6800. It's a bit overkill of a GPU for 1080p, but not in this title because it's just broken, basically. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Die! Die! Oh my god, see what I mean, guys? This game sometimes doesn't register. Oh my god, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Come on, come on. Oh my, come on. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be, I'm gonna die, guys. I feel like I'm gonna die, and I shot him like 30 times with the AK. Come on, oh my god. See? Please, register. Can I kill the bot? Jesus. It's currently in an unplayable state. If you got enough performance, enough system to run this fine, it might not run fine because the servers are completely broken still. It annoys the heck out of me because if I die, I go back to the base without any weapons and stuff, and I lose everything, and it's just annoying, guys. I gotta run again. You guys are gonna watch the same thing over and over again. Me getting out of the base, going here, dying and stuff. Just because the servers are completely broken at the moment. Alright, moving on. That's probably enough. If you're playing at 1080p resolution, I recommend you to enable the frame generation stuff. Input lag is there again, but it's not too obnoxious at 100 plus FPS average. And with 92.1% lows, it's a very, very smooth experience indeed with FSR FG enabled over native resolution, and I can totally recommend this. If you don't like frame generation in this title, which again, a lot of people don't, especially being a first-person shooter, I feel like since it's a slower-paced shooter, it's fine. But yeah, you can always use quality FSR, disable the frame generation. This will look way softer and pixelated, especially when you move the camera around like this. It doesn't look good at all. But hey, it does get you those 60 plus FPS 100% of the time without the added input lag of frame generation. So let's play a little bit like this now. Although, I really wouldn't recommend this. Alright, wait. I got no ammo. I got no ammo. I forgot to reload. Okay, all good. Come on, there we go. Oh, now they know that I'm here. Is that the guy? Think so? Right? Yeah? Can barely tell with FSR quality, by the way, because the game is rendering... Please, can you die? The game is rendering at 720p resolution at the moment. Is he dead? I can't tell. No, he's still standing right there. Guys, is this serious? Finally, he's dead. How many bullets did it take? Holy crap. 30! My entire magazine is gone because I tried to kill one single bot. And I was hitting him, right? I was hitting him. Jesus. Sometimes it's gonna be better. Oh my god, look at that. But it still takes way too long. Other times it will take 30 shots. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we're gonna die. We're gonna die right now. I lost too much blood already. I am still losing a lot of blood. Please be faster. Be faster with that gauze, buddy, please. Gosh, I'll need to come back here and grab my stuff. Yep. It's not quick enough. Oh my gosh. How did that guy shoot me so fast, dude? It looked like he was just running there. Anyway, I just started counting our FPS again, 69 frames per second right there in a little bit more demanding of a scenario here. So it can still drop down into the low 60s sometimes, 64 right there. But I doubt it will drop from 60 FPS now with essentially 720p resolution internally. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you what kind of FPS averages and 1% lows we got all the way to the area where we died. And then I'll switch to 1440p and we're going to go to the city, test it out at 1440p there. And we ended up with 73 FPS average and 60 FPS 1% lows during all of that little run over there. All the way to here. Oh, that's a friendly guy, I think. Yep, definitely a friendly. Hello, dude, how's it going? Let's go ahead, set it back to TSR over here, which defaults to 67% resolution scale. I'm going to select 100% resolution scale, and we're back at native 1080p. As you can see, this is what we get. 50s and 60s again. We've already seen how it is. Just going to loot some things here, and I'm gonna set it now to 2560 by 1440 or 1440p resolution. And at this resolution, with the high settings and native res, we're getting 50 frames per second, so a reduction of about 10 to 13, maybe 15 frames compared to what we saw at 1080p. Still going to be very playable like this, you know, like 45 or 40 plus FPS to me is acceptable in this title, since it is so damn intensive, you know, and broken and optimized and so on. You know the drill. I'm gonna start counting our FPS here. Oh my god. Okay, that was just a shader loading thing because I haven't been to the city yet, so we're gonna see some of those stutters more often right now in this section of the video. But still, once you go there and you die and you go there again, it won't really happen, okay? It will be a smooth experience as we've seen at 1080p, especially because we have enough VRAM here at 1440p resolution. It's only allocating around 12, almost 13 gigabytes. Oh my god. I'm gonna start counting the FPS again. We got our boy right here. What is happening, buddy? Oh boy. Oh boy, come on. All right, stuttering issues still. See, this is... I hate this, but it's a necessary evil if you want to play this game in its current state, guys. You gotta get used to these shader building stutters, which are terrible. Please, devs, take notice. Fix the game. Because I actually like the gameplay and the realistic scenario and so on. It's nice, but this is just... The stuttering kills everything, as well as the server lag. So yeah, hello guys, how's it going? These are friendly, right? Yeah, yes. 3 of us, or 4 of us actually. Yep, there's another one right here. Good stuff, good stuff. We got a little squad going on right now. 6800 is doing a decent job for what it is, once again, at this resolution. Not bad. Getting 40-something frames per second at high and 1440p is definitely impressive, given how poorly this is optimized. I'm hearing a lot of shots in this direction. You know what? I want to make it smoother, so I'm gonna stop it there. You can expect around like 40 to 50 frames most of the time on average at these settings, which again is definitely doable. It's not perfect, but it takes a lot of GPU horsepower to make this game run perfectly. Okay, let's use FSR Quality, no frame generation first, and see what kind of FPS we can get. Around 60 frames right here. Start counting the frames as well. Frames. Yes, I don't get tired of saying frames, okay? Let's move on. It's my job. Alright, so even with FSR Quality, it's not enough to put us above 60 FPS all of the time, unfortunately, but it definitely feels way more stable and smooth than previously. So at least there's that. You can definitely play the game just fine on the 6800 while keeping the graphics on high, if you're willing to make some adjustments to the resolution scale or use some FSR in this case. Also, someone told me to use XeSS instead of FSR whenever I'm testing like FSR alone, without the frame generation stuff. For frame generation to work, you need to utilize FSR in this title. If you have an AMD GPU or a 30 series from NVIDIA or older, or an Intel GPU as well, because XeSS doesn't have frame generation capabilities. No, that's definitely a bot. Come on, okay. See? Couple of shots did it there. Previously, it took 30 to kill a guy. We can go up there, please? Come on. Yes? No? Nope, you can't really climb ladders in this one. Of course. Well, it's early access. What are you expecting? A finished title? Of course not. Are you expecting a game that runs well? Of course not. Are you expecting a game with very different stores from each other? Of course not. It's exactly the same store as we saw at the beginning of the game, near our base, you know? Anyways, guys, that gives you an idea of the FPS you can expect with these graphical options, FSR Quality. I'm gonna disable this, set it to native AA again, which gives us those 40-something FPS. Enemy guy right there. Enable frame generation as well. He's dead. Yes, good. And now we're playing the game with FSR Frame Generation on top of native 1440p. It looks better than just the FSR Quality. Yes, lots of names, you know. I'm gonna start counting our FPS, but it doesn't feel as good as the 55 to 65 FPS that we were getting previously, guys. It feels way more laggy in terms of the input lag. It takes a while for it to register, you know. Usually I say for this game 75 plus FPS all of the time with frame generation enabled feels all right. Actually is playable. That's another enemy right there. Jesus. Good aim. Good. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, come on. Gosh, not again, man. Not again. Okay, gotta use the gauze right here. He's going away. Yeah, he's moving away. We're not gonna get him. I don't care. I'm gonna go in this direction. Let's go. Move out of here. I don't want to die right now, you know. Yeah, now this is playable. It feels smoother for sure, like the visuals feel smoother than previously, but if you turn the camera around really fast, I think it just breaks the frame generation for some reason, and it doesn't feel as smooth anymore. It's really weird the way frame generation is working in this title, but you can play with it if you really want to. Come on. He's dead. Oh, there was another one shooting at... Oh, he's not dead! I just heard him like... Oh! And he didn't die. Well, we got 74 FPS average there by the end of it. 67 1% lows. Doesn't feel amazing, really, to turn the camera around and stuff. The input lag is pretty crappy as well, like this. I wouldn't do this. It also feels like the frame generation from FSR requires a little bit more FPS, maybe like 85 plus for it to feel like 75 plus on NVIDIA cards. Maybe because of NVIDIA Reflex. I don't know, but... yeah, it doesn't feel as snappy, you know? I would much rather use FSR Quality instead, or even like XeSS Quality right here. Okay, let's try that out for a little bit. Seems like it's getting maybe a couple of FPS lower than, than FSR Quality, right? Runs the same resolution though, and it looks like DLSS, I guess. It's actually really, really close to DLSS. Is there a friendly guy? Yep, those are friendlies. Hello, guys. Hello. Still, it's a little bit more intensive like this than with FSR Quality. You choose whatever you want. I feel like both options are fine, but the Quality FSR option does put you closer to those 60 FPS. So it's worth noting that. I'm gonna go ahead now and try it with both FSR on Quality and frame generation at the same time, and this puts us up into the 90s, 100s, so it's much closer to 1080p native with the FSR frame generation on top of it, and it actually feels alright right now. It's smooth turning the camera around, the frame generation doesn't add a lot of input lag since we're close to 100 FPS, and the visuals, well, they do suffer quite a bit. It's worse than just playing with Quality FSR or with native plus FG, you know, because now we're using a couple of techniques to improve our FPS. But it's okay. I actually have been playing with these settings. Oh my god. Come on. And I find it to be fine, okay? It's... again, not the prettiest thing, but you gotta compromise in this title. 11 bullets. That would normally be enough to take out a few more guys, but I'm gonna reload. I don't care. Wait. 30 bullets. Okay. Anyway, we need to unload this one. No space. Let's eat the tofu then. I mean, we actually need to drink something. Hydration is down. Look at that. It looks like yogurt, actually. What the heck? And there's a smiley face on top of the can. Interesting. Should we use the grenade to see an explosion? I think the explosions are a little bit lackluster, actually. It's not as big as you'd expect because it's a realistic game, after all. But yeah, maybe if I remember, I'll throw it out a little bit later. Or right now, actually. Why not? Right? Like, where should I put this to throw it? Right here? Hello? How do I... Okay, there we go. Grenade. There we go. Okay. Kind of want to see if the cars explode as well. Oh, look at all of the lag, dude. Where is it? Oh, Come on. Yeah, that's very, very small. That was what I was expecting, actually. Now, some people are shooting at us. Yes. Please. Please. See, that guy died with a single shot. This one, nope. Now he died. But come on, man. It's so inconsistent. Oh boy, not down to GPU performance, of course, just server related once again. Gotta mention that because some people don't know. Dead? When things work, it's great. I like it when things work. Alright, 102 frames per second average, 88 1% lows, very stable here, no stuttering, which is very nice since we've already loaded everything around here. Yep, 6800 is doing a fine job for how intensive this game is. So the next thing to do is try it out at like 4K resolution, right? So I'm gonna enable TSR again, set it to 100% resolution scale, select the 4K resolution, and here we have it, 3840 by 2160 native res, high settings, not good obviously. I don't think anybody expected it to be good. Yeah, it's below 30 FPS. I've had worse experiences in this title so far, with like the 1650, it was absolutely terrible, even at 720p. There we go, I killed him. But yeah, you don't want to play anything at 25 frames per second, obviously. So let's move on. I still killed one guy, so that's great. We're doing pretty well, considering, right? Today, it's all right. FSR, I'm going to set that to quality here. It's a little bit less intensive than XeSS, and at the 4K resolution, it works great. So 40-ish frames per second, 30-ish frames per second at times. Not bad, actually. 14 gigabytes of VRAM allocated there. Look at that. Obviously, the actual usage would be a little bit lower than that. But yeah, it's allocating 14.5 gigs at the moment. No wonder the 8 gigabyte cards are struggling a lot to play this game. Is that a... No, that's an enemy bot. Come on. One shot! One shot and he's dead. There's another one right there. Oh boy, 4K is so much better though. I can spot them. It's way cleaner, like the visuals. Come on. Dead. Come on. Dead. Finally. Let's go. That one. Let's go. Please die. Please. Stop moving so I can shoot you in the face, please. That's not gonna happen. I give up. I don't care. This is actually playable at 4K with FSR quality. I was expecting a worse experience here after we've seen like 45 at 1440p, but I guess it makes a little bit of sense. Civilian gauze, yes, I'll take that. Thank you. You know, this game is reminding me of PUBG in its early days. In terms of how broken it is, but that game was definitely way less intensive than this one is. It's just that in terms of server stability and so on. All right, so that's the experience. We're seeing a bit more vegetation right now, dropping into the mid 30s, high 30s. Whoa, okay, wasn't expecting these guys over here. Bullets, let's see, 19, still enough for us to kill a guy if everything goes right. Now, what if we use some frame generation on top of FSR quality? Oh, it gets a 60-ish frames per second. But the thing is, I would rather play with around 35, 40 frames per second native than 60 to 70 with frame generation. It feels way too crappy in terms of input lag. Obviously, it looks very smooth and stable to you guys who are just watching the game. But let me tell you, there is a huge delay from when I'm moving my mouse and it actually registering on screen. So I wouldn't play like this, although it might seem very good on YouTube. It just isn't, guys. I would have a lot of trouble aiming like this, especially with the bots moving every few seconds or so, and especially in... Oh boy. Yeah, just stand there, please. Thank you. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh boy, that was terrible. Use... No, 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 no. No, no, no. Please. Please, no, just forget the gauze. Run away, run away. Oh boy, or go prone. I don't know what to do. It doesn't do anything. Nothing. Ugh, just finish it already. Thank you. More gauze, please. We need it. Yep, we're still losing a lot of blood. Oh, they're still shooting at us. I don't like this. I don't like this. Gosh, especially with frame generation. Yeah. Are we good? Yeah, I'm just gonna use some meds as well. Some pills. Come on. Okay, so frame gen with 60 FPS definitely not ideal. Far from it. But what if we use performance FSR plus frame generation right here? 75. Yeah, feels a little bit better. Still laggy, but I mean, this is now actually playable in my opinion. Okay, even though it is dropping from 60 FPS, I would much rather just drop the resolution in this case. Oh my god, please. I don't know who's shooting at us, but they're very accurate. I'm losing blood again. Use the gauze. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a guy right there. No. This is terrible. How do I cancel this? Come on. Okay, he's looking. Oh, no. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Everything's okay. I'm gonna start counting the FPS, by the way. Okay, alright. Lots of enemies in these areas. I don't like it. Alright, anyway, I would, again, drop the resolution if you have a 4K monitor, because this is not very good, guys. It's definitely way better than 60 FPS with FG, but it's 75 FPS with FG. It's still not great. Let's turn off FG, play with Performance FSR, 4K high settings, and this is probably going to be it for this video. It doesn't look very good right now. Definitely worse. Is that a head right there? Yes, it is. Can I make the headshot? Nope. 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 No. Come on. Come on. Oh, couple of them actually. Nope. Right. Light wound, light bruise. Everything was light, so why am I dead? Oh, probably because they shot me on the lungs. Back to base, 50 FPS. Yeah, not enough to get 60. If you must play at 4K, maybe Performance FSR is the way to go. Maybe, actually, XeSS Performance is the way to go. Let's try that out. Here it is, XeSS Performance. Yeah, definitely looks a little bit better. It might be slightly softer than FSR Performance, actually, but only because FSR is actually pixelated, so it doesn't soften a lot of things, it just pixelates them, and this softens a lot of things, but at least it's not a pixelated mess, so I think I would take this. Either way, 1440p is where this shines at, in my opinion. So play with that, quality FSR, frame generation at the same time, or just quality FSR alone, and have fun like that. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you. This is also the recommended GPU for this particular title. It does an okay job. It certainly is capable of doing a much better job than this if they optimize it. But until then, you can play the game. Be sure, though, that you might rage at it because of the server lag being completely insane. So, yeah, catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.